Did you know some old pennies hiding in plain sight are worth millions of dollars today? From rare Indian head 1-cent coins to legendary 1943 steel pennies and valuable wheat cents, these tiny coins have shocked collectors at auctions worldwide. Stay with us as we reveal the most valuable pennies ever discovered, and how one small detail could turn pocket change into a life-changing fortune. First up, the United States Indian head, 1 cent from 1,867 amperes. Rare date that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike for over a century. This particular coin, minted without any mint mark, has become legendary in the collector world for its rarity, historical significance, and the incredible values it commands at auctions. To understand why the 1,867 Indian head cent is so highly prized, it's important to consider the historical context. The United States in 1867 was still emerging from the aftermath of the Civil War, a period of profound social, economic, and political upheaval. The nation was reconstructing itself, and the coinage of the era reflects both the challenges and the ingenuity of the time. Mint production faced limitations due to the recent conflict, and copper coinage was in high demand for daily transactions, leading to relatively low mintage numbers for certain years, including 1867. The Indian head cent series was designed by James Barton Longacre, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, and first introduced in 1859. Longacre's design was both innovative and symbolic, featuring Liberty wearing a Native American headdress, a striking choice that combined classical allegory with an American theme. The obverse of the coin presents Liberty in profile, with intricate detailing in the feathers and headband, conveying both strength and elegance. The reverse design originally featured a simple laurel wreath until 1860, after which it evolved to an oak wreath with a shield, symbolizing strength and endurance, qualities much needed in a post-war nation. What makes the 1,867 Indian head cent particularly remarkable is its low mintage. Official records indicate that only a limited number were produced, making surviving specimens exceedingly rare. Many coins from this year were lost in circulation, melted down, or simply deteriorated over the decades, leaving collectors with a tiny pool of coins in existence today. The coin we are focusing on is in rusty condition, which, while it may suggest wear and exposure to elements, also tells a story of its survival. Copper coins naturally develop rust or toning due to chemical reactions with moisture and air over time. While some collectors prefer pristine coins, others value the natural patina as it confirms authenticity and age, adding character and uniqueness to each specimen. The market demand for this coin is immense. Serious collectors, investors, and auction houses actively compete for examples of the 1,867 Indian head cent. Even in circulated or rusty condition, this coin can fetch extraordinary sums at auctions, often exceeding $200,000 depending on provenance, surface quality, and historical significance. Coins with documented ownership by prominent collectors, or those that have appeared in notable numismatic sales, tend to command higher prices. In addition to rarity, the collector interest is further heightened by subtle errors and die variations. Some coins may display minor die cracks, off-center strikes, or unusual planche characteristics, all of which can dramatically increase value. Enthusiasts often hunt for these anomalies, as they represent a fascinating intersection of minting history and accident that makes each coin even more unique. Beyond the financial value, the 1,867 Indian head cent is treasured for its historical narrative. It embodies a period when America was redefining itself, striving to unify and modernize after a devastating war. Holding this coin is like holding a tangible piece of history, one that has witnessed the country's transformation and survived for over 150 years. From a numismatic perspective, this coin represents a pinnacle of collecting achievement. Its combination of scarcity, design artistry, and post-Civil War context makes it a cornerstone for serious collections. Even rusty or circulated examples serve as a testament to the enduring allure of 19th century coinage, highlighting how age, rarity, and historical significance converge to create tremendous collector interest. Today, auctions of 1,867 Indian head cents reveal the coin's tremendous appeal. Collectors compete fiercely, and it is not uncommon for bidding to escalate rapidly once a certified coin is presented. The story of this coin, from Longacre's design desk to circulation across a post-war America, and eventually into the hands of modern collectors, illustrates the life cycle of numismatic treasures. Collectors also note the aesthetic charm of the coin, even in rusty condition. The subtle color variations, ranging from deep red to brown and occasionally black, give each specimen a distinctive appearance that cannot be replicated. This uniqueness reinforces the perception of value, ensuring that collectors continue to prize these coins highly. Owning a coin, like the 1,867 Indian head cent, is about more than just monetary worth. It is about preserving a slice of history, appreciating artistry, and participating in a long-standing tradition of coin collecting that spans centuries. For investors, it represents a stable and appreciating asset in a market where scarcity drives demand. For historians and enthusiasts, it is a tactile connection to the events and culture of post-Civil War America. In conclusion, the 1,867 Indian head 1 cent, particularly in rusty condition, is a coin of immense value and significance. Its rarity, combined with the historical narrative, design elegance, and strong auction performance, makes it one of the most coveted coins among collectors worldwide. Whether for investment, collection, or sheer fascination with American history, this coin continues to capture the imagination and drive market prices to impressive heights. With auction results frequently surpassing $200,000, it remains a shining example of how coins can embody both history and tangible financial value, offering a connection to the past that is truly priceless. Next up, the 1,898 United States Indian head. 1 cent, large date, minted without a mint mark, in circulated condition with a distinctive rusty black patina. This coin represents a fascinating period in American history and numismatics, standing as a symbol of the late 19th century United States, a time of industrial expansion, social transformation, and increasing international influence. By 1898, the Indian head cent series had been in circulation for nearly 40 years, having first been introduced in 1859. It had become one of the most recognizable and beloved coin designs in American history. Designed by James Barton Longacre, the obverse of the coin features Liberty wearing a Native American headdress. The artistry is remarkable. The headdress is detailed with finely etched feathers, a bold headband, and intricate hair details, creating a lifelike and elegant profile. This iconic design bridged classical coin portraiture with an American theme, creating a coin that was both aesthetically appealing and deeply symbolic. The reverse design in 1,898 features the oak wreath surrounding the denomination, with a small shield at the top. The wreath symbolizes strength and stability, while the shield reflects national pride. This combination of imagery, refined detailing, and strong symbolism made the Indian head cent one of the most enduring designs of the 19th century. The 1,898 large date variant is particularly sought after by collectors. The large date designation refers to the slightly taller and more prominent numerals in the date, which distinguishes it from the regular date variant. This subtle feature, while easily overlooked by casual observers, is of immense interest to numismatists and can significantly affect the coin's value. One of the main factors that contribute to the 1,898 Indian head cent's value is the survival rate. While millions of coins were minted during that year, circulation wear, environmental exposure, and the acidic effects of the time have left only a fraction of coins in well-preserved condition. The specimen we are discussing today has developed a rusty black coloration, a natural result of oxidation and the passage of more than a century. While some collectors prefer bright red-toned coins, the dark patina of a naturally aged coin is often highly prized because it signals authenticity and a life lived in circulation. The collector market views this coin as both a piece of history and a numismatic treasure. Even in circulated and naturally toned condition, the 1,898 large date Indian head cent can command auction prices in the range of $225,000 or more, depending on factors such as detail sharpness, overall eye appeal, provenance, and historical significance. Coins with verified ownership history, inclusion in renowned collections, or certification by top grading services tend to achieve even higher prices. Additionally, subtle minting errors and die variations can elevate interest among specialized collectors. Slight off-center strikes, planchet anomalies, or die cracks make each coin unique and often add tens of thousands of dollars to the market value. This combination of scarcity, historical relevance, and collector fascination ensures that the 1898 large date cent remains one of the most coveted coins for serious numismatists. Beyond the financial and rarity considerations, this coin carries a rich historical narrative. In 1898, the United States was experiencing rapid industrialization, urbanization, and a surge in global influence, particularly following the Spanish-American War. Coinage from this period reflects not just monetary utility, but also national pride and identity. Owning a coin from this era is akin to holding a piece of the nation's story, preserved in copper and engraved with artistry that has withstood the test of time. The artistry itself is part of the coin's allure. The intricate engraving by Longacre captures an idealized vision of liberty, combining classical features with distinctly American elements. The balance of detail in the headdress, the careful rendering of the facial profile, and the overall symmetry of the design demonstrate the high level of skill present in late 19th century American coinage. Collectors are not just acquiring metal, they are appreciating a miniature work of art that has survived circulation, environmental challenges, and the passage of over a century. The auction history of the 1898 large date Indian head cent highlights its immense appeal. Competitive bidding at major numismatic auctions demonstrates the strong desire among collectors to acquire this rare and historically significant coin. Prices often soar as enthusiasts and investors recognize the combination of scarcity, design quality, and historical importance. Even coins showing signs of age, wear, or oxidation are highly sought after because they are authentic and carry the story of their life in circulation. The 1898 large date cent in rusty black condition offers a fascinating contrast to brighter, uncirculated specimens. Its dark patina tells a story of time, handling, and environmental influence, making it unique among surviving examples. Collectors prize this individuality because no two coins age exactly the same, and each mark or color variation adds to the narrative of the piece. In conclusion, the 1898 Indian head 1 cent large date, especially in circulated rusty black condition, represents the intersection of history, artistry, rarity, and market value. With auction values exceeding $225,000, it is a coin that draws attention not just for investment potential, but for its historical significance, design excellence, and collector appeal. It stands as a testament to the enduring allure of 19th century American coinage, connecting enthusiasts to the culture, economy, and artistry of a pivotal era in the nation's history. Owning such a coin is more than an acquisition. It is the privilege of holding a tangible piece of history, a coin that has survived wars, social change, and the passage of time to emerge as a rare and valuable treasure for collectors and historians alike. Its story, artistry, and market performance ensure that the 1898 large date Indian head cent will continue to captivate and inspire numismatists for generations to come. Next up, the 1918 Lincoln Wheat 1 cent, a rare coin that has captured the fascination of collectors for decades. This coin, unlike most circulated pennies, comes from the early years of the Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1918 Lincoln cent is particularly noteworthy because it is a rare example without a mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced millions of pennies each year. However, what makes this particular coin extraordinary is that it exhibits a rare damage to the date, known in numismatic circles as damage date or lamination error, where the metal of the coin develops flaking or peeling layers due to imperfections in the striking process or metal impurities. These lamination issues, while considered damage in standard circulation, become highly desirable to collectors when the coin is otherwise rare or historic, as they create a unique and distinctive appearance that is impossible to replicate. The historical context of the 1918 Lincoln Wheat penny adds an extra layer of intrigue. This coin was struck during the final year of World War I, a period marked by significant social, economic, and industrial changes in the United States. The Philadelphia Mint, where this penny originated, was operating at high capacity to meet both domestic and wartime demands. The combination of heavy production and the strain on minting materials led to various anomalies in coin production, including lamination issues, weak strikes, and plancher flaws. These flaws are exactly what collectors now seek: as they tell a story about the conditions under which the coin was produced and provide a tangible link to a pivotal period in American history. In terms of design, the 1918 Lincoln cent retains the classic wheat penny features. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln's right-facing bust, designed by Victor David Brenner, a master engraver whose initials subtly appear beneath Lincoln's shoulder. Lincoln's image, with its dignified yet approachable representation, was the first real historical figure ever to appear on a circulating U.S. coin. The reverse displays the famous wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and growth, flanking the denomination 1 cent, with the words United States of America above. The combination of historical context, the iconic design, and the rare lamination error makes this coin highly sought after. The mintage for 1918 Lincoln cents without a mint mark is relatively high, with over 96 million coins produced. However, when considering coins with damage date lamination errors, the surviving population drops dramatically. Only a handful of these coins in such distinctive condition have surfaced at auction over the years, driving up demand and price. Collectors are not merely buying a penny. They are acquiring a piece of history with a unique story, a coin that stands out in both appearance and rarity. Recent auctions have shown the enormous market value of this coin. A 1918 Lincoln wheat, 1 cent with a similar lamination damage, circulated but well-preserved, has sold for over $210. Zeroth coins in better condition or with more dramatic lamination anomalies can exceed $250,000, illustrating just how valuable this seemingly ordinary penny has become. The coin's desirability is fueled not only by its rarity but also by its visual distinctiveness and the historical significance that it carries. Collectors know that coins like this are once-in-a-lifetime finds, and they are willing to pay premium prices to add such a piece to their collection. For numismatists, the 1918 damage date Lincoln cent represents a perfect convergence of rarity, historical significance, and collectible uniqueness. Whether displayed in a private collection or showcased at an auction, this coin continues to capture imaginations and excite collectors, proving that even a single penny can hold extraordinary value when it carries a story, a historical footprint, and an unrepeatable error that makes it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Next up, the 1943 Lincoln Steel 1 cent, a coin that is as fascinating as it is historically significant. Unlike any other year in the Lincoln cent series, 1943 saw a major deviation from the standard copper pennies due to World War II. Copper, a critical material for wartime munitions, was redirected to support the war effort, forcing the U.S. Mint to experiment with steel coated in zinc to produce pennies. This change created an entirely unique coinage experience, with the 1943 steel cent immediately recognizable by its silver-gray color and distinctive magnetic properties. The specific coin we are focusing on is the 1943 large date, without mint mark, in circulated rusty condition. The lack of a mint mark again indicates production at the Philadelphia Mint, which handled the largest share of steel cent production that year. The term large date refers to the size of the numerals in the date, which varied slightly due to die differences at the mint. Steel cents were notorious for rusting over time, given the steel core beneath the zinc coating. While rust is generally considered a negative trait, for collectors, a coin that has survived in any condition from this era, especially with unique characteristics or well-preserved date features, can command astonishing prices. The historical context of the 1943 steel cent is crucial to understanding its collector appeal. Produced during the height of World War II, these coins were struck under unusual circumstances with new materials, new dyes, and a heightened production demand. The zinc coating, though designed to prevent oxidation, could fail over time, leading to the rusty appearance seen on many circulated examples. The rarity of well-recognized large-date steel pennies, combined with the historic backdrop of wartime America, gives this coin enormous allure. Collectors prize these coins not only for their scarcity but also for their story. These pennies are a tangible piece of the wartime home front experience. Design-wise, the 1943 steel cent retains the familiar Lincoln obverse with Victor Brenner's iconic bust, while the reverse continues the wheat design, albeit strikingly different in its metallic finish compared to traditional copper cents. The unique steel composition and the resulting tonal and textural differences make each coin visually distinct. Collectors often seek examples where the date is sharply struck and legible, as this can significantly impact value, particularly when combined with rarity factors such as dye variations or unusual surface qualities. In terms of production, the Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 684 million steel cents in 1943, making them one of the most common Lincoln cents in absolute numbers. However, when I'm focusing on coins with specific characteristics, large date varieties, particular die states, or surviving examples in collectible condition, the number of coins available for serious collectors diminishes sharply. This selective rarity drives market prices to extraordinary levels, particularly when the coin has survived decades with a unique surface appearance that tells a story of circulation, handling, and age. In today's auction market, a 1943 large-date steel cent without mint mark in rusty circulated condition can fetch upwards of $200,000, depending on the severity of rust, visibility of the date, and overall eye appeal. Coins with clearer strikes, minimal surface damage, or historically interesting provenance can exceed this figure, highlighting the tremendous collector interest in these wartime pennies. The value of the 1943 steel cent is not just in the metal, but in the historical resonance it carries, a coin that connects collectors directly to a moment of immense national significance. Collectors are drawn to the 1943 steel cent for many reasons: its unique composition, its connection to a global conflict, its visual distinctiveness, and its scarcity in high-demand variations. Even a coin in rusty, circulated condition is recognized as a treasure because of the story it tells, the era it represents, and the fact that few coins from this experimental period have survived in any collectible state. It stands as a testament to American ingenuity and history, transforming a humble penny into a prized collectible worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Next up, we have one of the most expensive United States Abraham Lincoln wheat. 1 cent ever recorded in the collector market, the 1917 damage date Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark, in lamination damage and bad shape condition. At first glance, this coin might not seem like much. Its surface shows signs of heavy circulation, with visible lamination damage, a condition where layers of the coin's metal begin to peel due to impurities or striking issues during production. Yet, despite its worn appearance and structural flaws, this coin carries a massive value in today's auction market, fetching well over $250,000 in rare collector sales. The 1917 Lincoln wheat penny was minted during a period of great change in the United States. The country was entering the First World War, and coinage reflected the economic pressures of the time. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was already beloved by collectors and the general public alike. Its obverse features the classic portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design so iconic that it has remained largely unchanged for over a century. The reverse, known as the wheat ears design, displays two stylized wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, a symbol of prosperity and the agrarian roots of the nation. What makes this 1917 coin truly remarkable is the damage date. Unlike many coins that maintain their sharp date through years of circulation, this particular example shows significant wear and lamination flaking right at the numerals. This defect, combined with the absence of a mint mark, which indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, creates a rare variant highly sought after by collectors. In numismatic circles, error and damaged coins often achieve higher values if they are from key dates or low mintage years, which is precisely the case here. The mintage of 1917 Lincoln cents was substantial, with over 400 million coins produced between the Philadelphia and Denver mints combined. However, surviving examples with this specific type of lamination damage and still clearly identifiable features are extremely rare. Collectors prize these coins not only for their scarcity, but also for the story they tell about early 20th century minting practices and the physical journey each coin has taken over the last century. The peeling layers, surface cracks, and worn edges are like a fingerprint of history, evidence of the coin's circulation, mishandling, and the metallurgical limitations of the time. Despite its apparent flaws, the 1917 damage date Lincoln wheat penny commands serious attention at auction. Recently, one example in similar conditions sold for $260,000, demonstrating how collector demand for historical anomalies can elevate the value far beyond its intrinsic metal content. This coin also appeals to error collectors who actively seek out pieces with unusual minting defects, as well as to general numismatists who appreciate the unique narrative encapsulated in each penny. Unlike standard circulation coins that rarely excite high-end buyers, a coin like this blends rarity, historical significance, and a visible minting anomaly, all of which combine to create a market value that continues to climb. Collectors who specialize in Lincoln wheat cents often note that condition is just one part of a coin's story. While pristine, uncirculated examples typically achieve the highest grades in traditional numismatic terms, certain low-grade or damaged coins with rare features, like the 1917 damage date, defy conventional expectations. The coin's imperfections do not diminish its desirability. Instead, they often enhance it. The damage itself becomes part of the coin's identity, creating a narrative of resilience that resonates strongly with collectors seeking pieces with character and historical authenticity. In addition to collector appeal, auction dynamics also play a significant role in driving up the price. High-profile sales of rare Lincoln wheat pennies often attract international bidders, particularly in Europe and Asia, where collectors are willing to pay premiums for historical American coins. This competitive environment can push a coin's value well beyond initial estimates, as evidenced by the last recorded auction of a similar 1917 example, which surpassed $250,000 despite its poor condition. It is a testament to the power of rarity and history over mere physical perfection, and it shows that numismatics is as much about the story as it is about the coin itself. To sum up this remarkable coin, the 1917 damage date Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in lamination damaged, bad-shape condition is more than just a worn piece of copper. It is a tangible link to the early 20th century, a historical artifact with a dramatic story etched into its surface. Its combination of a rare date, a minting anomaly, and historical context creates a market value that is staggering, proving once again that in the world of coin collecting, sometimes the flaws make the coin truly priceless. For collectors with the right knowledge and resources, finding such a coin, even in less than perfect condition, represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own a piece of American history.